Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A live look at Exact Track 4D radar, the forewarned weather team tracking the chance of severe weather for your Sunday night. Rain has already hit some parts of southeastern Michigan. Thanks for joining us. I'm Will Jones.
Glad you could be here with us tonight. I'm Pamela Osborne. Let's get right over to forewarned meteorologist Ron Hilliard with a look at the latest timeline on what we can expect for tonight. Ron.
Pamela and Will, we have seen some gusty storms coming through. Thankfully, nothing severe in southeast Michigan this afternoon and evening. But I do want to show you we do have a marine warning for the waters that are near shore and outer waters from Port Austin all the way down south to Port Huron. And that's because of those storms that have been rolling through the area. Now, some of them have been on the gusty side and they've produced winds up to 34 knots. Now, across the area, we're going to be monitoring that situation as we go on throughout the evening. But I do want to show you what's happening across the region when it comes to those temperatures. We are seeing them on the cooler side, especially as this cold front is moving through the area. We are seeing those temperatures right around 50 degrees and just above. It's 52 in Detroit, 53 in Pontiac, and those winds you see right there sustained right now all the way up to 20 miles per hour. We have some gusts right now as that front moves through the area as high as 40 miles per hour. You can see those clouds out there. It's going to be remaining cloudy for the next several hours, and then we start to see some breaks in the clouds behind that cold front. Temperatures continue dropping around midnight. We're already down into the 40s. So I'm going to talk about changing conditions for tomorrow. It's going to be even cooler as we get into our Monday. We're talking about a chance for some snow showers. But in the meantime, if you want to track these rain showers and thunderstorms as they're exiting our area, now is the time to download the Forewarned Weather app. You can check the Exact Track 4D radar and the hour-by-hour forecast whenever you want. All you have to do is search WDIV for your Android or your Apple.
Thanks, Ron. A busy weekend for Detroit police after several shootings in the downtown area over the last 48 hours.
We've learned about another shooting at the intersection of Monroe and Randolph. It happened just hours after a quadruple shooting that left one person dead.
Last night at 11, we told you about a deadly shooting inside a store in Greektown and a double shooting near the Detroit Riverwalk. Tonight, DPD will be enforcing a curfew for minors under the age of 17 as this investigation into this weekend shootings continue. Victor Williams is live downtown tonight with the latest. Victor?
Yeah, Will and Pam, it seems like it's just one thing after another happening right here in downtown Detroit, with many people wondering, when is enough going to be enough?
It's horrible what's going on down here. Holy cow, I didn't even know anything about it.
Police are investigating yet another shooting in the Greektown area, the latest being a man shot near the 300 block of Monroe. Thankfully, it wasn't fatal. We're told it was two men firing shots in the area. Somehow the victim was caught in the crossfire. Both shooters were arrested, their weapons recovered as well. But the victim is now in serious condition.
Really disappointing and just really sad because this is such a great city, so it's really sad to see horrible things like that happen.
Prior to that, a man was taken into custody after shooting two people near the Detroit Riverwalk on Saturday night. According to police, a man and woman are now facing non-life-threatening injuries in a shooting near Rivard and Atwater Street.
It's painful because look how beautiful it is. It got so many memories and history down here. You know, every time the summer here, this is the place to go. But now I don't feel that way now because it's like, am I going to get shot? Am something going to happen? Am I going to get caught up in a fight with younger teenagers?
On top of that, Greektown is still reeling from an employee being shot at a store near St. Antoine and Beaubien on Saturday. We're told that dispute started over someone cutting in line.
I come down here less now, less and less.
What happened down here last night, that's terrible. But it can happen anywhere.
Lastly, all the chaos started on Friday night when a man shot three people near Monroe and Randolph. One person died while two others were seriously injured. The suspect himself was shot by officers after police say he pulled a gun on them.
Growing up, it was the young people. Now it's the young, the middle-aged, and old. The world has gone nuts.
And keep in mind, there is still a curfew in effect for the young people. That is going to be, let's see here, 10 p.m. for those 15 and under. Then on top of that, 11 o'clock for those ages 16 to 17. In Greektown, Victor Williams, Local 4.
People want to enjoy downtown and be safe. All right, thanks, Victor.
That's right.
Deadly mass shooting investigations are underway in 2 states. In Alabama, at least 4 people are dead following a Sweet 16 birthday party where at least 15 teens were treated for gunshot wounds. Meanwhile, in Kentucky, at least 2 people are dead and multiple people were injured in a shooting there.
Please do not let this moment define what you think about the city of Dadeville and our fine people.
In Alabama, an emotional Sunday following a deadly mass shooting that was tied to a birthday celebration Saturday night, according to the Dadeville City Police Department.
What we've dealt with is something that no community should have to endure. I just ask for your patience. It's going to be a long process.
Due to the ongoing investigation, Alabama law enforcement officials have yet to release the ages of those killed.
From what I understand, had somebody in there that had a gun. Somehow walked in with a gun and just opened up fire.
We're going to continue to work through in a very methodical way to go through this scene, to look at the facts, and ensure that justice is brought to bear for the families.
The Alabama shooting happened about an hour after shots were fired into a large crowd at a park in Louisville, Kentucky. At least 2 people were killed and several others are being treated for gunshot wounds. That's according to the Louisville Metro Police Department. Right now, Kentucky investigators are working to identify a suspect or suspects and determine a motive. According to the Gun Violence Archive, so far, the U.S. has suffered at least 163 mass shootings. That's just in the first 15 weeks of 2023. That's an average of more than 1.5 mass shootings every day so far this year. President Biden issued a statement on this weekend's gun violence. It reads in part, "This is outrageous and unacceptable. Americans agree and want lawmakers to act on common sense gun safety reforms. Instead, this past week, Americans saw national Republican elected leaders stand alongside the NRA and race to the bottom on a dangerous laws that further erode gun safety. Our communities need and deserve better."
New at 6, a hearing for a murder suspect in Ann Arbor is rescheduled after he refuses to appear on camera again. A detective and the judge were the only attendees for the online arraignment of a 54-year-old man. He's accused of killing 51-year-old Judy Walton. Officials have rescheduled the arraignment to tomorrow morning. It's unclear why he refused to appear on camera. We will keep you posted. The United Steelworkers Union is calling for more testing and cleaning at paper mills across the United States.
A rare fungal infection killed at least 1 person at the Billerud paper mill in the Upper Peninsula. There are now at least 97 suspected or confirmed cases of blastomycosis connected to the factory. The fungus is mostly found in soil and decomposing wood and leaves and does not spread from person to person. The paper mill is closing for at least 3 weeks for a deep cleaning. The Detroit Zoo helping people safely get rid of old electronics.
Megan Woods shows us how they're helping the environment.
From live music to drive-up e-recycling, today at the Detroit Zoo, it's all about environmental sustainability. But what about after today? We show you how they hope people can turn this into a lifestyle.